challenging summer, so there's no love lost there.
Oh God, yes,
Good morning to everyone tuning in from all over the world this morning. It feels like hello from India, hello from Russia. Welcome to the Lovin Dubai Daily Show. We talk about top trending stories across the city and across the world, which leads us in to our first story of the day.
Yes, so Russian Emirati Telegram founder arrested at French airport. So Pavel Durov, Telegram founder, was detained after his private jet had landed at Le Bourget airport, according to French media. He was arrested under a warrant for offences related to the popular messaging app.
We're trying to get a lot more information on this one, but so far the investigation is reportedly about a lack of moderation, with the CEO reportedly accused of failing to curb criminal uses of Telegram. So when conversations relate to fraud or drug trafficking or cyberbullying, organised crime, or even the promotion of terrorism on the app, they have failed to curb those conversations, according to reports.
People have also been saying that he might be facing 20 years of imprisonment. And let me tell you, when we were talking about this before the show, I was thinking, I do agree with the imprisonment, because if you think about it, for Instagram, okay, when Instagram, if you are posting something on Instagram, okay, and that is let's say offensive or a hate comment, it would be this is a hate comment. Are you aware of that? And you can either click yes or not.
Not always.
Not always, but
if you think about it, this app is up there with Facebook, YouTube, WhatsApp. It's got 900 million users around the world. And if he were to be arrested and imprisoned for this, it brings into the conversation moderation of all social media platforms and everything, and who is responsible and accountable for those conversations. It looks like it's saying that he as CEO is, which I can't really agree with. I think he's responsible for monitoring the conversations. What he's been trying to do is create a platform for free speech. So obviously he's got people like Elon Musk who are supporting him, saying that, free Pavel as a hashtag. I think I'm still not sure where I stand on it, but if he is held accountable, then therefore the likes of Mark Zuckerberg needs to be held accountable as well. Steven Spiegel, CEO for Snapchat, needs to be held accountable for every conversation that they do not moderate. We know, by the way, that Telegram previously denied having insufficient moderation. We know that Meta farm out their moderation. They've got companies, not actually Meta employees, but around the world doing moderation for them. But is it enough? Does it get rid of all of the drug trafficking conversations? I would say it doesn't. I would say there's definitely those types of conversations happening on those apps. And I imagine that if something like this were to go down, a lot more questions would be held against other people who run these platforms. And as ourselves, if you're the owner of an account and you allow those conversations.
I agree with you. However, if let's say he played it in a very smart, safe way, right? Had fine, if you want to apply to or have an account on Telegram, you know what? These are the rules, these are the regulations. However, you can do and say whatever you want. He wouldn't have been imprisoned. He would have been hey, every user who did an account on Telegram have signed off this agreement, and you go oh yeah, agree to all of these things, then he wouldn't be, I would say, held accountable. Because if you think about it in a way, it is fine, he wants to have a platform that promotes freedom of speech and so on. However, sometimes there's a difference between freedom of speech and sometimes freedom of speech that can affect someone else's, let's say, mental health. Because how is it freedom of speech if someone is out there bullying me and making me feel like a bad person, or I don't know, not, I'd say, just because they don't agree with my opinion or something like that. It would be kind of bullying. So in that kind of a way, I would say that's why he got arrested. So if he was smarter, and maybe had those oh, agree, people were gonna but
yeah, but I think what he's trying to do, I still don't know where I personally stand on it, but I think what he's trying to do is to create a platform for free speech, where people are allowed to kind of have those conversations. And they do say that they do moderate to an extent, but this will question how far the moderation has gone and whether or not it is enough. We will have more information on that, of course, since the office is actually here in Dubai. It's close to our hearts. And as a Emirati citizen, we are wishing him all the best and hopefully a quick road out of France and back to safety of the UAE. Let's jump into our next story.